Bonjour. Bonjour tout le monde. What is bonjour tout le monde? Everyone. So how do we say bonjour tout le monde? Everyone. Okay. We know bonjour already. Tout le monde. It's an expression. Everyone. Bonjour tout le monde. Fine. Okay. Today we are going to see various countries in French. Fine. Now over here the first one. This is Canada. Canada. Which country is this? Canada. Canada. Japon. Japon. Brazil. All of you try to hear first and then repeat. Okay, first try to hear and then repeat. Okay, now what we say? Écoutez, to listen. Répétez, to repeat. Okay, s'il vous plaît, please. S'il vous plaît, please. Listen first and then repeat. Okay, écoutez, listen first and then repeat. Répétez. Okay, s'il vous plaît, please. S'il vous plaît. Please. Fine. So we are going to follow this rule in the class. Écoutez, répétez. Fine. Okay. So once again we'll start. This is Canada. Japon. Brazil. Denmark. Pakistan. Portugal. Mexico. Okay, so do we recognize these countries? Canada. Which country? Japan. Okay, Brazil. Okay, Denmark. Pakistan. No. Okay, Portugal. Okay, Mexico. Okay, so Canada, Japan, Brazil, Denmark, Pakistan, Portugal, Mexico. Fine. Okay, now we here very important. France. Okay, so the spelling is same but the pronunciation is different. We don't say France. Okay, it's a nasal sound over here. France. Chine. Belgique. Suède. Okay. Suisse. Russie. Grèce. Okay. France, Chine, Belgique, Suède, Suisse, Russie, Grèce. Which country? France. Chine,
China.
Belgium, Suède, Sweden. Okay. Switzerland. Okay. Russie, Russia. Greece. Now I'll continue here. Again very important. So for us, France as well as India. Okay. So India in French is called Inde. And again it's a nasal sound. And. Right. Next. Irlande. Okay. Italy. Australie. Angleterre. This is difficult sound. This near. Okay, GM will give us the sound of near. Okay. Albania. Little complicated. Near ka sound. Fine. Albania or Spaniard. For example, montagneux. Near. Okay. Montagneux, mountains. Okay. Montagneux. compagnie, compagnie, campaign, okay, or countryside, village, okay, compagnie. So montagne, compagnie, Allemagne, or Spagne. Little complicated sound. Fine. Now further, États-Unis. États-Unis. Ending with the consonant, starting with the vowel. So we are going to merge it. États-Unis. Okay, here. Pays-Bas. 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 Okay. Antilles. Antilles. Now, do we recognize all these countries over here? And India, Ireland, Ireland, Italy, Australia, Angleterre, Germany. No, that is Allemagne. Allemagne is Germany. Angleterre, England. Okay. Angleterre, England. Allemagne, Germany. Spain, Spain. États-Unis, US. Okay, United States of America. États-Unis. Pays-Bas, which country is this? Pays-Bas, Netherlands. Pays-Bas. On the West Indies. Yeah, there are various countries which are similar, just few which are different.
Formally, that is how we pronounce me.
Now try to understand, like any other noun in French, even all these countries, they have been categorized according to their gender. Okay, masculine, feminine, singular, plural. So here, can you see all these countries ending with S? Okay, so all these countries, they are plural countries. Fine. Can you observe it over here? All these countries starting with the vowel, and Ireland, Italy, Australia, Angleterre, Allemagne, or Spain, starting with the vowel. Okay, so these are the countries that starts with vowel. Fine. Now here, we observe all these countries ending with E. France, Chine, Belgique, Sweden, Swiss, Russie, Greece. So all these countries ending with E, they are feminine countries. And rest, they are masculine. Canada, Japan, Brazil, Denmark, Pakistan, Portugal, Mexico. Fine. Even like any other noun, we have countries according to their gender, masculine, feminine, singular, plural. Wait, Ashmi. Mexico is an exception. Okay, though ending with E, but this is a country which is not feminine, this is masculine. So try to remember this. Mexico is a country which is not feminine but masculine. Is it fine? Now why we have categorized these countries like masculine, feminine, vowel, plural, we'll understand just right now. Okay, but before that we are going to learn a very important new word, that is habiter. 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 What is habiter?
To live.
To live. Okay. Habiter. To live. Now first we learn how to say in French, I live, you live, he lives, she lives, we live, you live, they live. French में कैसे बोलते हैं? Okay, first we learn the conjugation of these words. Right? So the one here. J'habite. J'habite. I live. Okay? Tu habites. Tu habites. Tu habites. You live. Il habite. He lives. Okay? Elle habite. She lives. Okay? Nous habitons.
Zabito.
Ending with the consonant, starting with the vowel. Nu zabito. We are going to march it and we are going to read it as one word. Nu zabito. Nu zabite. Period. Elizabeth. Elizabeth.
Elsa.
Elizabeth. Here without E. I live, you live, he lives, she lives, we live, you live, they live. Okay, all of us together. J'habite,
J'habite.
tu habites,
Tu habites.
il habite,
Il habite.
elle habite,
Elle habite.
nous habitons,
Nous habitons.
vous habitez,
Vous habitez.
ils habitent,
Ils habitent.
elles habitent.
Elles habitent.
Très bien, very nice. Okay, now how do we ask in French, where do you live? Where do you live? Okay, now, how do we ask? Where do you live? Who? Where? Okay. So the question is, où habites-tu? This is informal, formal. Où habitez-vous?
हम जब भी क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं वो पहले आ जाती है.
Anshu, when we will learn the interrogation, you will understand the structure. Fine. So for the time being, you remember it as it is only. If you have to ask to someone where do you live, okay. So informally you can ask this way, où habites-tu, and formally you can ask this way, où habitez-vous. Fine. I tried to compare it with the conjugation so that it's easier for you to relate it. Okay. So here, which conjugation we have used? With your subject tu only, and here we have used the conjugation of with your subject vous only. So it's easy to relate, right? And we know what is où, where. So where do you live? Where do you live? Both means where do you live. This is informal, this is formal. Okay, this is singular, this is plural. Like if I have to ask Akshay, where do you live? Okay, Rashmi, where do you live? Anshu, where do you live? Okay, so where do you live? Instead, I'll ask, where do you live? Okay, où habitez-vous? Right? So this is singular, this is plural. Où habites-tu? Où habites-tu? Où habites-tu? Or I'll ask, où habitez-vous? Where do you live? Right? Now, how shall we reply? Where do I live? How to reply? Do we understand this much?
B.
Then,
J'habite.
ha. Again, où habite-tu? Repeat. Où habite-tu? Pluriel. Où habitez-vous? Ça va? D'accord. Okay. Now, if you live in a country which is masculine, okay, if you live in a country which is masculine, we are going to use this preposition O. Okay, if we live in a country which is feminine or starting with the vowel, we have to use this preposition O, nasal sound. Okay, O. And if we live in a country which is plural, we are going to use this preposition O. Okay, for example, I live in Canada. So I say j'habite. J'habite. Canada is a country which is masculine. Au Canada. J'habite au Canada, au Japon, au Brésil, au Danemark, au Pakistan, au Portugal, au Mexique. Okay, if I live in France, I say j'habite en France. J'habite en France, en Chine, en Belgique, en Suède, en Suisse, en Russie, en Grèce. If I live in a country that is starting with the vowel, then I'll again use the same preposition on. J'habite en Inde. J'habite en Irlande. En Italie. En Australie. En Angleterre. En Allemagne. En Espagne. But if I live in a country which is plural, so I use this preposition au. A-U-X. Plural. J'habite aux États-Unis. J'habite aux Pays-Bas. J'habite aux Antilles. Is it clear? Right, so this is a preposition according to the gender of the country which we have to learn. For masculine country, we are going to always use O. For feminine country, or starting with the vowel, we have to use O. And if there is any country which is plural, AUX. Sama? Okay. So try to speak this together. O, O, O. Here the pronunciation is same because last X is silent. So O. Either we have O for singular country or plural country, or for feminine and vowel we have O. Okay. Now look at the example on the board and try to do it. Right. But before that, now if you observe on this board, these all are the countries. Okay. What in French we call les pays. Les pays. Countries. Okay. Countries in French, les pays. Okay, so these are the prepositions that we use any country in the world, okay, either masculine or feminine or vowel or plural. But if we talk about the city, any state, any capital, then we have only one preposition, that is a. Les pays, les villes, cities. We have only one preposition, that is a. Irrespective of the gender of the state or city or capital. Okay, we have only one preposition, that is a. Now I am giving you a few examples on the board. Try to do it. Try to do it on your own. It will be more clear with these examples. Okay? Think and then give your answer. Fine? Par exemple. For example. Okay? Par exemple. Par exemple. Take 1 minute, try to do this. You have to complete this with the appropriate preposition. Preposition of the country according to its gender of the country, masculine, feminine, vowel or plural, and if it is not a country, then we have a city. Okay? Salim habite Lahore, Pakistan. Sylvie habite Paris, France. J'habite Delhi, Inde. Sam habite New York, États-Unis. So the first one, Salim habite preposition. Okay, Lahore. It's a city. No, it's a city. So with city we have only one preposition, that is irrespective of its gender. Masculine, feminine, singular, plural, doesn't matter. If it is a city, we have only one preposition, that is So Salim habite Lahore. To Pakistan is a country which is masculine, so we'll use O. Now this is a complete sentence. Salim Abid of Lahore, O Pakistan. Pakistan. Fine. Okay. Next, Sylvie Abid. Apari. Apari is a capital. Okay. So Apari. France is a country which is feminine. On France. Sylvie Abid. Apari en France. Right. Next, Jabit Delhi. Absolutely. Okay. Delhi is a city. It's a capital. It's our city. Okay. Jabit Delhi and is a country that is starting with the vowel. So we have the same preposition on and. Fine. And the last one, Sam Abid. New York again. New York. Okay. Itazumi is a country which is plural. So we use O. O. So with any city or state or capital, we have only one preposition, that is A. A Lahore, A Paris, A Delhi, A New York. Okay. And here masculine, for masculine, O, for feminine, O, starting with the vowel O, and if it is a plural country, then we use O. Okay. So we have to remember these prepositions. Whenever we use any country, first check the gender of the country and accordingly you choose the correct preposition. Fine? Okay, we'll try to read these examples together. Okay? Salim, Abid, A Lahore, O Pakistan. Sylvie, Abid, A Paris, en France. Jabit, A Delhi, en Inde. Sam, Abid, A New York, aux États-Unis. Aux États-Unis. Actually, see here again we are doing the nasal, ending with the consonant, starting with the vowel. Aux États-Unis. Okay, aux États-Unis. Fine. So, do we know if someone asks us where to live, how to reply it? How? Where to live? Où habitez-vous? Où habitez-vous?
Jabit.
O-N. Okay, so you can mention as well as a city in which you live. Okay, so Jabit, R-I-B, on and. Okay, now you can ask someone in French. Where do you live, and as well as you can reply as well as in French, where do I live? Okay, so where do I live? Jabit, R-I-B, on and. Okay, on and. Delhi is city, and N is a country that is starting with the vowel O. Is it fine? That's all. You would like to read once again along with the appropriate preposition? Okay, so along. Au Canada.
Au Canada.
Au Japon.
Au Japon.
Au Brésil.
Au Brésil.
Au Danemark.
Au Danemark.
Au Pakistan.
Au Pakistan.
Au Portugal.
Au Portugal.
Au Mexique.
Au Mexique.
En France.
En France.
En Chine.
En Chine.
En Belgique.
En Belgique.
En Suède.
En Suède.
En Suisse.
En Suisse.
En Russie.
En Russie.
En Grèce.
En Grèce.
En Inde.
En Inde.
En Irlande.
En Irlande.
En Italie.
En Italie.
En Australie.
En Australie.
En Angleterre.
En Angleterre.
En Allemagne.
En Allemagne.
En Espagne.
En Espagne.
Aux États-Unis.
Aux États-Unis.
Aux Pays-Bas.
Aux Pays-Bas.
Aux Antilles.
Aux Antilles.
Fine. Now you can think of all your relatives and all your friends and family members, your son and your daughters who are living abroad. So you can identify in which country they do live. Okay, along with the appropriate preposition. Fine. Okay. So, in the next lecture, we are going to learn the nationalities. What are the people who live in these countries they call in French. Right? So, in the next lecture, we are going to learn the nationalities. Today, we have seen the countries and a very, very important verb, verb habiter, to live. How to ask to someone, where do you live? And how to reply, where do I live? Fine? Okay. Let's see.
Merci.
Merci.